అన్ని డేస్ ఆన్లైన్లో చెప్తారు. మార్నింగ్. One and a half hour. Good morning, good morning. So, last class angle and all relation over. Anybody has problem in that? Good morning, good morning. So early. Now all batches is started, na? So now timetable shifted. No problem. You can enjoy the class with sleeping also. In between you can sleep. Okay. Yeah, this will be the only timing. The first class will start at 7 o'clock. Up to the 1:15, then after at 1:15 you will become free. Okay. Now then I will start all angle and radian, degree, conversion, all I completed. Okay, now I will start the trigonometric ratios. Don't forget in between that we are learning the trigonometry. We are learning the trigonometry only for the physics. Okay, so basic is only required. So first one is the sine theta. I think everybody know the formula of the sine theta. What is the formula of the sine theta? Formula of the sine theta. So opposite side by hypotenuse. That is this formula we have learned. I have learned here in the Andhra Pradesh. Earlier I learned the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So both we can use. Okay. So what is the sine theta? Sine theta, we can say opposite side upon hypotenuse or perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Why I am saying the perpendicular upon hypotenuse? Sometime what happens? Every year I am asking the question like this. Okay. In second one, if I am asking what is the sine theta, in second one, if I am asking the sine theta, so sine theta according to your formula that is the opposite side upon hypotenuse. So if the second one I am asking the what is the sine theta, so what is the opposite side here? C, and what is the hypotenuse? B. Then what I can say sine theta, I can say here sine theta is equal to C by B. Everybody got? So here sine theta I can say C by B. Okay. But if I am asking in the first one, what is the sine theta in the first one? Sine theta in the first one. Sine theta in the first one. C by A. Okay. C by A. C by A. Not applicable. C by A. C by A. So due to this confusion only, what I said, like two formula together we have to remember. Sine theta, who is saying the C? Most of the people are saying the C by A. Sine theta, what I said, opposite. One formula you marked up, sine theta is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse. Other what you have to remember, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. One thing, hypotenuse we define only in the right angle triangle. Hypotenuse we define only in the right angle triangle. It is the longest side of the right angle triangle. Okay. Or opposite to the 90 degree. So first triangle is the not a right angle triangle. So where is the hypotenuse? Who is saying the C by A? A is the hypotenuse. It is not a right angle triangle. So how you can say the C by A? Okay. So in this type of, like suppose in this triangle, first triangle, if I'm asking, so what I said, first we have to remember the two formula, that one you mugged up, sine theta is the opposite side upon hypotenuse, other one, sine theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, we will use both together if according to the requirement. Okay, so we have to see the perpendicular. So in this triangle is not a right angle triangle, but what we can do, suppose I draw the perpendicular here. Okay, this perpendicular is the AM. Now see the triangle triangle ACB, triangle ACB. What is the angle C here? Theta. In the triangle ACB, what is the angle C? Theta. Okay. But if but that is not a right angle triangle. But if I am taking the triangle ACM, what is the angle C? In the triangle ACM, what is the angle C? This is theta. Means theta will not change whether I am taking the bigger triangle ACB or I am taking the smaller right angle triangle ACM. Everybody getting or not? Theta will be same or not? Whether I am taking the triangle BAC or ACB you can say, or I am taking the smaller right angle triangle ACM. Okay. So I can find the sine theta by taking the right angle triangle. Okay. Now this sine theta, what I can say? Now opposite side for this right angle triangle is what? AM. Now in this I can say AM upon, what is the hypotenuse now? B. B means AC. Everybody got or not? Okay, so that was not a right angle triangle, but after drawing the perpendicular we can find the sine theta. Understood or not? So we will remember the two formula. What I am saying, in the first one, the formula what you learned the formula sine theta is the opposite side upon hypotenuse. Okay, but hypotenuse we define only in the right angle triangle. So second one I gave the right angle triangle. So directly you took the opposite side is the C and hypotenuse you took the B. So sine theta you got the C by B. First one, it is not a right angle triangle. Okay, so directly I cannot find the sine theta. Why? Because right angle triangle, so hypotenuse is not defined here. Okay, so what I did, now if I see the triangle ACB, bigger triangle, original triangle, in that angle C is the theta. Okay, and if I am making the perpendicular from A, then if you can see the triangle ACM is the right angle triangle. ACM is the right angle triangle, but angle C is the theta here. Angle C is the theta. So I can find the angle C by either taking the bigger triangle or I can find the sine theta by taking the right angle triangle. Now in the right angle triangle, this ACM, sine theta if I am asking, so sine theta is the, now according to your formula, opposite side. What is the opposite side? AM. And what is the hypotenuse? B. Understood? Okay. Now after that is you will find by using the Pythagoras and all. I'm just saying them how to find the sine theta or any trigonometric ratio when the triangle is not a right angle triangle. Understood or not? So which formula we have to remember? Sine theta is the opposite side upon hypotenuse. Already you mugged up, and one more formula, that what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Everybody got? Second thing in the sine theta, maximum value of sine theta, whatever the value of the theta you are taking, maximum value of the sine theta is equal to what? 1. Okay. And minimum value of sine theta, when it can be negative also, so minimum value what we are taking? -1. Why we are getting the minimum, that I will discuss later. Sine theta maximum value whenever is required. Sine theta can never be more than 1. Perpendicular can never be more than hypotenuse. Longest side is what? Hypotenuse. So that's why maximum value of the sine theta, what we can say? Maximum value of the sine theta is 1. Sine theta can never exceed 1. Okay. And minimum value required when it can be positive or negative. So sine theta minimum value is a -1. Why minus we are getting sine theta, that I will discuss later according to the quadrant. Okay. So maximum value of sine theta 1, minimum value of sine theta -1. But suppose I am saying sine theta is positive. Sine theta is positive. Then what is the minimum value? Sine theta cannot be negative. Then what is the minimum value of sine theta? So what is the minimum positive number? What is the minimum positive number? What is the minimum positive number? Very good, 0. So minimum value of sine theta, if it is not the negative, then minimum value what we can say? 0. So minimum value of in the physics, suppose this condition we have sine theta cannot be negative and we require the minimum value, then what is the minimum value? 0. Okay. When it can be positive or negative, then what is the minimum value? -1. Okay. And always maximum value will be what? +1. Everybody got or not? Sine 180 is not -1. Who is saying that? Sine 180 is a 0. That I will discuss later. Here just I am saying that you have to remember, because in the oscillation and some chapters we use directly the maximum values for the amplitude and all. Then we have to remember sine theta maximum value is 1, sine theta minimum value is -1. If sine theta cannot be negative, then minimum value you will take 0. Up to this everybody got? Okay. Tell fast, what is the sine theta? Tell fast, what is the sine theta? Simple question just for the practice. What is the sine theta? That is wrong. 4/5 is wrong. 6/10. 6/10 or 3/5. 8/10 how? You mugged up the formula from the childhood, opposite side upon hypotenuse. It is a right angle triangle. Directly you can use. Okay, otherwise perpendicular also. So here opposite side is what? Theta I took there. So theta opposite side of the theta is what? It is a right angle or not? It is a right angle. Okay. So opposite side is what? This BC. So first we have to find the length of BC. So in a right angle triangle, we can use the Pythagoras theorem. So AB square plus BC square, that is equal to what? AC square. Now AB square, AB I gave 8, BC I don't know, AC I gave 10. Now 10 square is what? 100. 8 square is what? 64. Then BC square what I got? 100 minus 64, that is equal to what? 36. Now what is the BC I got? BC is equal to 6. Now I got all the three sides of the triangle. This BC will be equal to what? 6. Now sine theta is what? Opposite side upon hypotenuse. Now sine theta what I can write? Sine theta is equal to BC upon hypotenuse is what? AC. Now BC is equal to what? 6. AC is equal to what? 10. Now more if you want, then you can write 3/5. 3/5 later you will learn that, maybe somebody knows that also. There is a 37 degree. Completed. Okay. Any doubt? If I gave y is equal to 2 sine square theta, y is equal to 2 sine square theta, what is the maximum and minimum value of y? If I gave y is equal to 2 sine square theta, what is the maximum and minimum value of y? If y is equal to 2 sine square theta, what is the maximum and minimum value of y? Okay, maximum is 2, minimum is -2. Okay, one answer. Next, maximum 2, minimum maximum to minimum minus 2, maximum to minimum minus 2, both 2, maximum and minimum mark both are, means neat maximum marks is 720. What is the neat minimum mark? 720. 2 and minus 2, 2 for both, minimum and maximum both are equal. Good. Maximum to minimum minus 2, maximum 1, 0. Okay, now listen. Listen. If I gave the y is equal to, now y is equal to 2 sine theta. Okay, I gave y is equal to 2 sine theta, and I am asking what is the maximum and what is the minimum value of the y is equal to 2 sine theta. Okay, so here two, basically we can say two numbers are there, 2 and sine theta. Okay, 2 and sine theta. 2 is a fixed, 2 is a 2 only. Now y will be maximum when sine theta maximum, because basically 2 and sine theta is getting multiplied. So when sine theta is maximum, y is maximum. So if I am asking what is the maximum value of y when y is equal to 2 sine theta, so you will say maximum sine theta is 1, so y maximum value is 2. That is okay. Okay, I think maximum everybody clear. Y is equal to 2 sine theta. Now here 2 is the fixed, sine theta is the variable. So sine theta maximum is what? 1. When the sine theta maximum, y is maximum. Okay. Now suppose I am asking what is the minimum value of y when y is equal to 2 sine theta. Forget about the question what I gave. If I am saying y is equal to 2 sine theta, what is the minimum value? So minimum sine theta is what? Minus 1. So when sine theta will be minimum, then y will be minimum. So what is the minimum value of the sine theta? Minus 1. Then what is the minimum y I got? Y is equal to minus 2. So if I gave y is equal to 2 sine theta, then maximum is the 2, minimum is the minus 2. This everybody getting or not? Okay, but I gave what? Y is equal to 2 sine square theta. Y is equal to 2 sine square theta. Now here two numbers are there. One is the 2 and other is the sine square theta. It is not the sine theta. It is the sine square theta. Everybody getting or not? And square of any number can be negative. Square of any number can be negative. Suppose any number you don't know, but you are doing the square, and square of any number can be negative, like minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is what? 1. Minus 0.5 square is what? 0.5 square, 0.25. Means square of any number will never be, after doing the square, negative will also convert into the positive. It means sine square theta, here sine square theta will be always positive. Sine square theta will be always positive. Now positive minimum value is what? Positive minimum value is what? Positive minimum value is what? 0. Then what is the minimum value of y you will get? 0. In the sine theta and sine square theta, what is the difference? Sine theta can be negative also, but sine square theta will never be negative. It will never be negative. So what is the minimum positive? 0. So what is the maximum value of y here? 2. And what is the minimum value of y here? 0. Are everybody got or not? So what is the y max? Y max is equal to 2. And what is the y min? Y min is equal to what? 0. Okay. This maximum minimum value you have to remember. Same like a sine theta, we will have the maximum minimum values in the cos theta also. So now what is the formula of the cos theta? So cos theta is what? You have learned adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Okay. So, or one more you have to remember, base upon hypotenuse. Okay. So here for this theta, what is the adjacent side? Adjacent side is what? A. Then we can say what? A, and the hypotenuse is what? B. So what is the cos theta you got? A by B. Completed? Maximum value of cos theta is equal to 1. Minimum value of cos theta, same like the sin theta, -1, and minimum positive value zero. Okay, same like a sin theta, maximum cos theta is what, because the base can never be more than hypotenuse. So maximum value of cos theta 1, minimum value if I'm saying so -1. If positive cos theta is positive, then minimum value is 0. Everybody got? Okay. So what I said, parallelly you have to remember the formula. Sin theta is the perpendicular upon hypotenuse, and the cos theta you have to remember base upon hypotenuse. Okay. Now, if I'm asking the tan theta, so tan theta formula is what? Opposite side upon adjacent side, or perpendicular upon base. So here opposite side is what? C, and the adjacent side is what? A. So tan theta what you will get? C by A. Okay, so these are the mainly these three trigonometric ratio we are using in the physics, particularly for the NEET: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Okay, so there are two formula we have to remember, one in the terms of the perpendicular and base, and other what you have learned. Okay, so this up to this over. Tan theta maximum value infinite, but rarely we are using, so tan theta can have any large value. Tan theta can have any large value. So tan theta maximum value infinite we can say, but infinite is not defined, so it can have any large value. So very rarely we will use the maximum value of the tan theta. Most of the time we will use the maximum or minimum value of the sin theta and cos theta. Okay. Other trigonometric ratio, just I am saying the formula, maybe sometime, like suppose they have given the cot. So cot everybody has to know, cot is the reciprocal of the tan. Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, their formula we will learn. If they are giving the cot theta, so we have to know cot theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. If they are giving the sec theta, then we will take it is the reciprocal of cos theta. If they are giving the cosec theta, it is the reciprocal of sin theta. Only this we have to remember, rarely they will give. Okay. Whatever is going online, the same is going offline also. Next week we will start the regular syllabus. Okay. So tan theta, one formula we know, tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta. Next, cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. It is not very important, rarely they will give, but you have to remember that. So no need to mug up the separate formula of the cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. Okay, we have to remember only sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, and we have to know cot theta is the reciprocal of tan, sec is the reciprocal of cos, and cosec is the reciprocal of sin. Okay. Next formula that is in your blood, I think. Sin square theta plus cos square theta. This everybody knows. Sin square theta plus cos square theta, 1. Okay. Now, right answer is coming. Good. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Or if suppose sin square theta required or cos square theta required, so we can use the formula like cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. or sine square theta if I require. So sine square theta I can say 1 minus cos square theta. So their interconversion, like conversion is very important. Suppose you have the value of the cos theta, but you need the sine theta, you have the tan theta, you need the sine theta. In the calculation it will come in the physics. Okay, this year also optics question it was required. So we have to know how to convert the sine theta. Suppose sine theta you have, how to get the cos theta, or cos theta you have, how to get the sine theta. Okay, so some question I will discuss. Everybody got up to this? First you will do, then I will say. If sine theta is equal to 2 by 3, then we have to find the value of the cos theta and tan theta. If sine theta is the 2 by 3, then find the value of the cos theta and tan theta. Now listen. Sine theta I gave 2 by 3. Okay. So two ways are there. I will say with the both. Okay. So sine theta. Sine theta I gave 2 by 3. Okay. So sine theta I can write as what? Formula what we have? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine theta formula is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. I need ratio. Then directly I can take the perpendicular as a 2 and hypotenuse I can take as a 3. Because ultimately cos theta is also the ratio. Tan theta is also the ratio. Then perpendicular I can take 2. Hypotenuse I can take 3. Now I will use for the cos theta I require base upon hypotenuse. So first I have to find the base. So perpendicular and hypotenuse we have, base we have to find. Then what we will do? Pythagoras theorem. P square plus B square is equal to what? H square. Now P square is what? 4. Because P I will take what? 2. H base I don't know. So B square. Hypotenuse is square. Hypotenuse is what? 3. Then that is what? 3 square. Now from this you can write B square is equal to what? B square is equal to 9 minus 4, that is equal to what? 5. Now what is the B I got? Root 5. So base I got root 5. Okay. Now I can write all the trigonometric ratio. I need the cos theta. So cos theta is equal to what? Base upon hypotenuse. So what is the base I have? Root 5. And what is the hypotenuse you have? 3. So cos theta what we got? Root 5 by 3. Okay. And tan theta? Tan theta is the perpendicular upon base. So what is the perpendicular you have? 2. And what is the base we got? Root 5. So perpendicular is the 2 and base is the root 5. Completed. Okay. Wait. Tan theta is the perpendicular. Perpendicular is the what? Perpendicular is the 2 and the base is what? Root 5. Two by root 5, na? Everybody got? Okay. Okay then. So that everybody got, this is the one method to convert the sine theta into the cos theta and the tan theta. Okay. Another way is what? Now any one method you have to know. Okay. So I gave the sine theta. I require the cos theta. So I can directly use the formula sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay. So I need cos square theta. So cos square theta I can say what? Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. Okay. Then cos square theta I can write. Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine theta. What I gave? Sine theta I gave 2 by 3. Sine theta I gave 2 by 3. So its square is what? 4 by 9. So this I will get 4 by 9. Now 9 LCM. So 9 minus 4 what I will get? 5. 5 by 9. So cos square theta I got 5 by 9. So what is the cos theta I got? So cos theta is equal to root 5 by 3. So cos theta I got root 5 by 3. After getting the cos theta, tan theta I can find how? Tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. Now sine theta is what? Sine theta I have 2 by 3. Cos theta what I have? Root 5 by 3. Now 3 and 3 get cancelled out. What I got? 2 by root 5. Okay. Completed. So this is the another way. Most of the time we are using this this method only because we have to convert the sine theta into the cos theta into the sine theta. So I think it is a more better way. But whatever is click in your mind, that you can go through that. Okay. Like this year also in the optics question, prism question, it came cos theta came 1 by 2 mu. Cos theta came 1 by 2 mu. So that cos theta first you have to convert the sine theta, then you can solve the problem. Okay. So one more I will give in the terms of variable. Up to this everybody got? Tell fast. If tan theta is equal to a by b, then you have to find the value of the sine theta and cos theta. If tan theta is the a by b, then find sine theta and cos theta. People are sleeping. If sine theta is equal to a by b, then find the value of the cosine theta and cos theta. A by under root of a square plus b square. Sine theta and good. Sine theta a by root over under root of a square plus b square. Very good. Okay. So here tan theta I gave. So tan theta I can write as tan theta is equal to what? Perpendicular upon base. For this type of problem, that formula will be more useful. Perpendicular upon base. That is equal to what? A by b. Now perpendicular, for the ratio perpendicular I can take a, base I can take b. So I have to find the hypotenuse to get the sine theta or cos theta. Then I can say what? P square plus b square is equal to what? H square. Now p square is what? A square. B square is what? B square. That is equal to what? H square. So what is the h you got? H is equal to under root of a square plus so hypotenuse what you got? Under root of a square plus b square. Now all the side you have. Now you can find the sine theta, cos theta. Sine theta what is the formula? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is the perpendicular here? Perpendicular is the A, and what is the hypotenuse here? Under root of A square plus B square. Okay. If I'm asking the cos theta, so cos theta is what? Base upon hypotenuse. So what is the base here? B. So then cos theta I can write as base upon hypotenuse. Base is equal to what? B upon under root of A square plus B square. Okay. So now you will convert by own by taking the any values, okay, and you have to take like 2-3 example you can make by own. Up to this, okay? Okay. So everybody know these values. I'm just writing the angles and all, which you have to remember. In these three only we have to remember. So what is the sine 30? Sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. One more I left, 0 also. Then 30. So sine 0 is equal to 0, cos 0, 1, tan 0, 0. Okay. Then sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. These value we have to remember. Sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2 cos 30 root 3 by 2 and tan 30 1 by root 3. Then 37 degrees. Sine 37 degrees is what? 3 by 5. Cos 37 4 by 5 and tan 37 is what? 3 by 4. Then 45, sine 45 1 by root 2, cos 45 1 by root 2 and tan 45 1. If anybody want to sleep in between, they can sleep. Later they can see the table, and by the practice we will learn all these values. Then sine 53. Now here reverse will happen. Sine 53 what? 4 by 5. Cos 53 3 by 5. Tan 53 4 by 3. That's only sine theta upon cos theta. Then sine 60 root 3 by 2. Cos 60 1 by 2. Tan 60 root 3. Then 90 sine 90 1. Cos 90 0. Tan 90 we say infinite or undefined. Okay. Tan 90 infinite or we say undefined. So this table you have to remember. Later we will use the value again and again, then you will remember all these values. Okay. Confusing is what? Sine 30 cos 30 and sine 60 cos 60. Sometimes the students say the cos 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. So there, here only that you have to focus 30 and 60 values. Okay. Now one note that you have to remember, we are using this approximation. If theta is small, then sine theta can be written as tan theta, can be written as theta, and cos theta can be taken as 1. these two approximation for the small angle we will take. Sine theta nearly equal to the tan theta, that is equal to the theta, and cos theta we can take 1. In a physics derivation, so many places this approximation we have taken. When theta is small, then sine theta we can write as a tan sine theta value, tan theta value, or theta value, all will be equal nearly. Or cos theta we can take 1. I will show how. So suppose you have the circle. Now listen, suppose you have circle and this theta I'm taking large. So here if you see the theta, if I'm asking what is the theta, then you will say arc upon radius. These are the radius, r and r. Okay, so if I'm saying the theta, then theta you will say what? Arc upon radius. So that is equal to length of AB upon radius. Okay, in that case if you want to draw the perpendicular will be different. Like suppose you want to find the sine theta, you have to draw the perpendicular like this. Okay, but suppose theta is very small. When theta is very small, I will go to the other slide. When theta is very small, this arc will appear as a straight line. This arc will appear as a straight. Everybody getting or not? This and this. When you are taking the small portion of the arc, then it will appear as a straight or not. Arc is a part of the circle. But if I am taking the small part of the circle, then it will appear as a straight line or not? Are say yes or no? If I am taking very small portion of the circle, like this is the big circle, and I am cutting the very small portion of the circle. Now this part, this small part is appear as a straight or not? Are see this? This appear as a straight or not? A straight line, yes or no? So in that case, arc length and straight line both will be equal, nearly equal. Okay. Okay. Now we know that circumference is perpendicular to the circle, like radius and the circumference, they are 90 degree. Now this arc is a straight, this arc appear as a straight, then I can write sine theta is equal to, sine theta is the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now when the AB is very small, so hypotenuse and the base we can take equal, like here this side and this side are equal. Okay, everybody getting or not? So then you will say perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so you will say what? Arc AB upon hypotenuse you can take as a radius. So sine theta you will say AB upon radius, sine theta you will say AB upon radius. Tan theta you will say perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is what? AB, and base is what? Radius. So tan theta what you got? AB upon radius. What is the arc? Theta only you got. What is the theta? Theta is the arc upon radius. What is the arc here? AB. And what is the radius? R. So I repeat again, when AB is very small, that will appear as a straight. Okay, if I am writing the sine theta, then sine theta I will write length of AB upon radius, because hypotenuse and the base we can take nearly equal. Okay, so sine theta is equal to AB upon radius. If I am writing the tan theta, then perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is what? AB, base is what? Radius. Okay, then it is also what? AB by radius. If I am asking theta only, so what is the theta? Arc upon radius. Arc and straight line both length are equal. Then theta what I can write? AB upon radius. So all the three are equal or not? So we will not think all these in the exam. Directly we have to remember, or we have to learn the approximation. When theta is small, then sine theta can be written as tan theta, or we can written as directly theta. So sine theta can be written as theta, tan theta can be written as theta. Okay. Understood or not? So what I said, sine theta is small, then sine theta can be written as theta. Tan theta is small, then tan theta also can be written as theta. Now I write the second thing, cos theta we can write as 1. So cos 0 is what? Cos 0 is 1. Theta is very small, like suppose I am saying 1 degree, 0.1 degree. So 0.1 degree, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. This is very close to 0. This is very close to 0. And cos 0 value is what? 1. When theta is small, then cos theta what we can take? 1. Understood or not? Like cos 0 is 1. In the table also I have written. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. Then when the theta is small, that will be closer to 0. When it will be closer to 0, that value what we can take? 1. Okay. Completed. Now you will say some problem. Tell fast. What are the values? We don't know these values. We know the sine 30, we know the sine 37, we know the sine 47, but we don't know the value of the sine 0.5 degree. We don't know the value of sine 2 degree. How we can find these values? Sine 0.5 degree, sine 2 degree, and cos 0.5 degree. What are the values we can take? 0, 0, 1. 0.520. Okay. I need more answer. Zero 0.52 and 1. Okay. More answer. 0.52 and 1. Okay, good. 0.52 and 1. Okay. So yes, 0.5, 2 and 1. Okay, most of the people are saying the 0.5, comma 2 and comma 1. Now just go back that 25 minutes back. I said the maximum value of the sine theta. What is the maximum value of the sine theta? You said sine theta maximum value is what? 1. Now here you are saying sine 2 degree is equal to 2. You are saying sine 2 degree is equal to 2. Just now we have learned sine theta maximum value is what? 1. Now here you are saying sine 2 degree is equal to 2. So something wrong or not? Sine 90 is 1. Sine 2 degree is also, then sine 2 degree is the 2. Everybody getting my point or not? So sine theta maximum value is 1. Then how you can say the sine 2 degree is equal to 2? Arey nalayak, one thing I said. Last class I said, when we are writing the angle theta when we are writing, so what is the default unit? What is the unit of the theta? When I am writing only theta, like suppose I am writing any angle is theta. Any angle is theta. What is the unit of this theta? Tell fast. What is the unit of this theta? Radian. Because till now I am not writing degree. What I said, whenever it is written theta means what? Radian. When we are using the formula, angle is equal to arc upon radius. What is the unit? Radian. Okay. So how you can write the 2 degree? It is a 2 degree written. So when you are writing sine theta is equal to theta, sine theta is equal to theta. What is that theta? Not the degree. It is a radian, na? Understood or not? Because here theta is small. 0.5 degrees is small. 2 degrees is small. 0.5 degrees is small. So these are the small angle. For the small angle, we know that sine theta is equal to theta. Now theta when I am writing, so that theta must be in radian. That theta must be in radian. So here I am using the approximation sine theta is equal to theta for small theta. This theta will be in radian, but I gave in degree, so I will convert into the radian. We know that how to convert the degree into the radian. So this I can write as what? Sine 0.5. To convert that degree into radian, degree to radian magnitude will be lesser. Pi by 180 we will multiply. Okay, then 0.5 into pi by 180. Then that we got what? Sine pi by 360. Okay, so 0.5 degree I convert into the radian. How much radian I got? Pi by 360. Now sine theta is equal to theta. That theta has to be radian. Here I converted into the radian. So what is the value I got? Pi by 360. So what is the value of sine 0.5 degree? I can say sine 0.5 degree value is equal to what? Pi by 360. Everybody got or not? So 0.5 degree, here I write the degree, but when I am using the relation sine theta is equal to theta, or I am using the formula angle is equal to arc upon radius, what I said, unit of the theta is what? Radian. So I cannot directly write the in degree. Okay. Up to this everybody got? So here sine 0. First I decided 0.5 degree is a small angle. So for the small angle I can use the approximation sine theta is equal to theta. But that theta must be in the radian. So this 0.5 degree I have to convert it to the radian. To convert the degree into radian, the multiplication factor is what? Pi by 180. Because we are in the radian, magnitude of the angle will be smaller. Understood? Now second one. Sine 2 degree. Sine 2 degree, again we will convert into the radian, sine 2 into pi by 180. Then what we got? Sine pi by 90. Now pi by 90 is small angle. So directly I can say sine theta is equal to theta. So that value what you will get? Pi by 90. These are the mistakes because in the parallax method, in the telescope problem, we are using this relation, and angle they will give in the degree, small angle, and the people will do the mistake, they will directly take the angle in the degree. But when we are using the formula angle is equal to arc upon radius, when we are using the approximation sine theta is equal to theta, then or tan theta is equal to theta, so unit of the theta must be in radian. Sir, why we don't have to consider a near value? Near value then means sine 1 degree you will say 0. It is a nearly 0, like sine 0.5 degree. How much you got? Sine 0.5 degree you got pi by 360. Pi by 360, what is the value of pi? 3.14 upon 360. So you will get 1 upon 120 approx means 0.00 something, 0.00 something. So that is a closer to 0. But how I can say sine 4 degrees is the 0, sine 5 degrees is the 0. So that is what I am saying. Approximation we have. So sine 1 degree I can say 0, sine 2 degree I can take 0, sine 3 degree I can take 0. No. That will be closer to, because their value will be closer to like 0.001. That is closer to the 0. But I cannot take as a 0. So that's why we are using the approximation sine theta is equal to theta. And you can check that trigonometric table also, nearly same value you will get. Understood or not? So sine theta, tan theta, closer to 0 angle, we will not write 0. We will write as sine theta is equal to theta and tan theta is equal to theta. Wherever cos is required, then we can go to the approximation, and that value we can take as a 1. 0.99 we can take as a 1. Okay. So that is approximation only. I cannot say exactly that cos 0.5 degree is the 1, but it will be a 0.99, so that we can take as a 1. Okay. So for the small theta, sine theta can be written as theta, tan theta can be written as theta, and the value of the theta must be in the radian. So if they have given in the degree, first we have to convert into the radian. Okay. Up to this everybody got? Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we will discuss about the quadrant. I think everybody know about the quadrants. So this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, this is the, means basically the plane we can define in the 4 quadrants. Okay, So everybody know this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, this is the fourth quadrant. Okay. And when you write the x and y coordinate, then according to the quadrant we can find the in which quadrant the point will lie. Like suppose I am saying 3, 4. So x is positive, y is positive, so it will lie in the first quadrant. If I am saying -3, 4, so x is negative, y is positive, it means second quadrant. If I am saying -3, -4, x is negative, y is negative, means third quadrant. Suppose I am saying 3, -4, so x positive, y negative, then it will be fourth quadrant. Everybody has the idea about this or not? Sir, cos 0.5 is the 0.5 by 1. Array nalayak. Cos, when the theta is small, then why you are unnecessarily need to convert into the radian? Directly you can write when theta is small. Are 0.5 degree is a small angle or not? Kavita. 0.5 degree is a small angle. So directly you can say the cos for the small angle we can take approximation is what? 1. Cos theta is not equal to theta when the theta is small. Cos theta is not equal to theta when theta is small. Because cos 0 is equal to 1. So when 0 is a small angle, so cos 0 is equal to 0. No, cos 0 is equal to 1. Okay. So quadrant, I think everybody has the idea. Now angle, first one thing remember, sometime in the answer in the oscillation chapter, in the wave also, in the maybe AC also, angle they will write positive and negative. What is the meaning of the positive angle? What is the meaning of the negative angle? Okay. So positive angle means what? When we are measuring the angle anti-clockwise from the reference line, when angle is measured anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise angle we are taking positive, anti-clockwise angle we are taking positive, clockwise angle we are taking negative. Again I am repeating, from the reference position, reference line, when angle is measured anti-clockwise, so anti-clockwise angle is taken positive and clockwise angle is taken negative. Clockwise angle is taken negative. That you have to remember for the slope also. Later I will discuss in the straight line slope. So what I said, anti-clockwise angle from the reference line, anti-clockwise angle is taken positive and clockwise angle is taken negative. So sometime they will say the angle they will write negative. Okay, so it means we have to measure the angle clockwise. Like I will give the one example. Okay, for the slope, reference line is the positive x-axis. This is the reference line is the positive x-axis. Reference line is the positive x-axis. Now suppose I give the two angle, you have to represent one angle. Suppose I am saying theta is equal to pi by, okay, first I will write degree, you are more comfortable in that, 30 degree, and alpha is equal to minus 30 degree. These two angles I have to represent. Theta is equal to 30 degree, alpha is equal to minus 30 degree. Okay, so 30 degree I write positive and alpha I write negative. Okay, positive angle means it has to measure anti-clockwise. Okay, reference, what I said, reference is the positive x-axis. So from the positive x-axis, I have to measure the 30 degree positive angle. Positive angle means I will go anti-clockwise. I think everybody know the clockwise and anti-clockwise. Maybe you forget also because the people are using the smartwatch now. So clockwise means, clockwise it will go like this. This is the clockwise and this is the anti-clockwise. Okay, so theta positive I gave means it is a anti-clockwise angle. Then from the reference line you will go anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise 30 degree you will turn. So this will be what? Theta. That is equal to what? 30 degree. Everybody got? So reference line, from the reference you will go anti-clockwise. From the reference you will go anti-clock. Don't think that, sir, from here I will go that reference. From the reference you have to move anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, how much angle? 30 degree. Everybody got or not? So theta representation understood or not? Say yes or no. Okay. Now alpha I gave minus 30 degree. Alpha I gave minus 30, minus sign I gave, it means it has to measure clockwise. Reference will not change. Reference is the positive x. Okay. So reference is this, and I have to go down 30 degree clockwise. That's why, because I have written negative. So clockwise when you will go, so you will get what? This is what? Alpha, and that alpha I will write minus 30 degree. So everybody understood or not? So when clockwise means angle we have to measure. We have to measure clockwise from the reference line, and when we have the positive angle, we are adding the positive angle, then we have to measure the angle anti-clockwise. Okay. Everybody got? So means we can say theta is equal to 30 degree, that is in the first quadrant. Alpha is equal to minus 30 degree, that is in the fourth quadrant. All these things you have to keep with you. Again, when it is a required, like some chapter it will be required. Then again I will discuss all these things, but that much of time we will not have. Okay, so I will say before that you have to go through the notes first before attending the classes. Okay. Okay then. Now everybody mugged up all silver tea cup, something like that. Okay, means which quadrant sine positive, which quadrant cos positive. Okay, I learned the acts means A, C, T, S. And you learn what? All silver tea cup means A means all positive, first quadrant all positive. S means sine and its reciprocal cosec. So second quadrant sine positive, third quadrant tan positive, and fourth quadrant cos positive. This I think everybody has the idea. Means if suppose in the triangle we are making in the different quadrant, then if it is a make in the first quadrant, so all the trigonometric ratio, sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, all will be positive. Second, I will show how. If I am making the like second quadrant, if I am saying, so in the second quadrant sine will be positive, rest trigonometric ratio will be negative. Okay. Third quadrant, if I am saying, so T means tan. So third quadrant tan is positive, rest other will be negative. Okay. And fourth quadrant cos is positive, rest will be negative. This everybody has the idea or not? So maybe you marked up all silver tea cup means all positive, second quadrant sine, S for sine, T means tan, okay, and cup C for cos. Okay. So this everybody know the sign convention. Cot. If the tan is positive, so cot will be positive or not? So obviously, like suppose I am saying 2. So 2, any number 2. So 1 by 2 is positive or negative? If I am saying 2, then 1 by 2 is positive or negative? If the tan is positive, then its reciprocal will be positive. If sine is positive, its reciprocal cosec will be positive. If cos is positive, its reciprocal sec will be positive. For that I am not writing. So we know that is a common sense. If we know the sine positive, so its reciprocal will be obviously positive. Okay. Completed? Okay. Now I will show just one. I will show why in the second quadrant we are taking the sign positive and rest negative. Okay. Like suppose same triangle I made in the first quadrant and second quadrant. Okay, in first quadrant we know that x is positive, y is positive. So if I am saying the x quadrant, so this is what x, this is what y. So y is basically, here we can take perpendicular opposite side, and x I can take as the adjacent side. So here x is positive, y positive, so under root of x square plus y square, that is a hypotenuse. So this is a positive. So x positive, so cos theta is the x upon under root of x square plus y square. Cos theta is the adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So cos theta positive. If I am saying sine theta, first I am talking about the first quadrant. If I am saying the sine theta, so sine theta you will say y by under root of x square plus y square. Y is also positive. Then we will go what? Sine theta positive. Tan theta also, if I am saying, so tan theta is the y by x, it is positive. That's why first quadrant x and y is positive. That's why all trigonometric ratios are positive in the first quadrant. Okay. Suppose I come to the second quadrant. Second quadrant, here y is positive, but x is negative. Everybody know, in the second quadrant, when you are going left of the origin, x is negative. So in the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. Okay. So if I am writing the cos theta, so cos theta I will write what? X upon under root of x square plus y square. So x is negative, so cos theta is negative. If I am writing sine theta, so sine theta what I will write? I am talking about second quadrant. If I am writing sine theta, so sine theta is the y upon under root of x square plus y square. So y upon under root of x square plus y square, y positive, so it means sine theta positive. If I am writing tan theta, so tan theta is the opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side is what? Y is positive, but adjacent side is what? X is negative. So positive upon negative, what you will get? Negative. That's why in the second quadrant we are saying the sine is positive, rest trigonometric ratios are negative. Everybody got what is the meaning of this first quadrant? All positive, second quadrant sine positive, third quadrant tan positive. Rest you can check by own. Okay. Everybody understood or not? So this sign we have to remember, because sometimes the angle they will give the more than 90. So then more than 90 when they are giving, so we have to decide the quadrant. According to the quadrant, we will say put the sign of the like minus or plus we have to put according to that. Understood? This direction representation you will learn later in the motion in a 1D or 2D in the vector also you will learn. Okay. So wait for that. This is okay. Now how to find the value when the angle they given the more than 90. Okay. Up to the 90 we learned that all these value. Okay. 30, 36, 37, 60, 90, 0, all I said. Okay. So these value we learned. But suppose they are giving the angle more than 90. Then how to find the values. Okay. Okay, these four values I gave, we have to find the values of the sine 120 degree, cos 240 degree, tan 240 degree, cos 300 degree. Okay, in the radian also you have to know. Okay, radian also one example I will give. Sine 11 pi by 6. Okay, these values we have to find. Now I will show one or two, rest you will find by own. Sine 120 degree I gave. So we know that sine that 120 is more than 90. Okay, so first simple way, then I will convert into the 90 plus something. So 120 when I gave, so two options are there. First, what we will do, when you see the angle is more than 90, so there is a two way to split. like it is a less than 180, then you can take 180 minus theta. You can write 180 minus or 180 plus. I repeat again, split the angle. If the angle they have given more than 90, then split the angle either 180 minus, 180 plus, 360 minus or 360 plus. I repeat again, when angle they given more than 90, then split the angle 180 minus or 180 plus or 360 minus or 360 plus. In the terms of the radian, split the angle into the pi minus or pi plus, because 180 is what? Pi radian. So pi minus or pi plus or 2 pi minus. 2 pi means 360. 2 pi minus or 2 pi plus. Okay. After that, magnitude will not change, only sine we have to decide. Okay. So one I will show, sine 120 degree I gave. Okay. 120 is more than 90. Hmm. 120 is more than 90. So I can write 120 as a, what I said, we will try to split into the 180 minus or 180 plus or 360 minus or 360 plus. From that we will decide the quadrant also. So sine 120 degree I can write as 120, I can write as this. Everybody got what I said? We will try to split into 180 minus, 180 plus, 360 minus or 360 plus. So I got sine 120 is the sine 180 minus 60, because 180 minus 60 is the 120. 180 minus means this quadrant, if you see, up to this you have 180. 180 minus means which quadrant you are. In which quadrant this angle is there? In which quadrant this angle is there? 120. In which quadrant? 180 minus. 180 minus means second quadrant. Second quadrant, what is a sine? Sine is positive. I repeat again, this angle 120 degrees in the second quadrant. Second quadrant sine, S-I-N. Sine will be positive. Okay. It means the this value I will get positive. So first we will decide the sine, then we will decide the magnitude. So 180 minus means it is a second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is what? S-I-G-N. Sine is what? Positive. Okay. Then forget about the 180. Now you decide the sine. Sine is what? Positive. Then forget about the 180, directly you have to write the value of sine 60. Okay. So this, its role is only what? Its role is to decide the quadrant. When you split into the 180 minus, 180 plus, 360 minus, 360 plus, only its role is what? To decide the quadrant. By the quadrant we will decide the sine positive or negative. So 180 minus means second quadrant we know that sine is positive. After that directly I will write plus sine 60. There is a no role of 180 now. Sine 60 is what? Root 3 by 2. So what is the value of sine 120 degree? That is a root 3 by 2. Everybody understood or not? Okay. Now next what I gave, one more I will show, cos 240. Okay, what I said again, try to split into the 180 minus 1. That is another way, later we will say. First we have to go to the 180 plus 180 minus, 360 plus 360 minus. So 240 means it is a more than 180. It is a more than 180. So 180, how much I will add? 180 plus 60. Okay, so this I can say cos 180 plus 60. That is equal to what? 240. Now 180 plus means we are more, this angle is more than 180. More than 180, which quadrant you enter? If you are splitting 360 minus 120, again 120 will create the problem. Sujata, if you can split, that is a choice is yours. But if you are splitting into the 360 minus 120, then again 120 you have to split. So again unnecessary your work will be more. So try to split into the acute angle, because directly we know the values in the acute angle. Sujata, are you getting? So that's why we will avoid this 360 minus 120. Okay, so it is a more easy or not? 180 plus 60. Okay, so 180 plus 60, Now 180 plus means third quadrant. Third quadrant cos is negative or positive? Cos is negative or positive? Third quadrant cos is negative, so I put the negative sign. Now what I said, forget about the 180. Now directly write cos 60. So minus cos 60. So what is the value? Cos 60 value we know 1 by 2. So what is the answer we got? Minus 1 by 2. Okay. Next, tan 240. Now you will say the value fast. Tan 240. So same splitting we will do. Tan 180 plus 60. Now 180 plus means third quadrant. Third quadrant tan is positive. Now sine is what? Positive. Now forget about the 180, tan 60. Tan 60 degree is what? Root 3. Then what is the answer we got? Root 3. Then next, cos 300. Cos 300 you will say fast. What is the cos 300? Okay, somebody gave the answer 1 by 2. Very good. So cos 300, what I can write? Cos. Now it is a closer to the 360. Then I will split into the 360 because what I said, we need the acute angle. So this I can write cos 360 minus 60. Okay. 300 I can write 360 minus 60. Now 360 minus means which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, cos is positive or negative? Cos is positive. So from this 360 minus I decide the quadrant. So cos is positive. Now there is a no role of 360. Directly I can write cos 60. Cos 60 degree is what? 1 by 2. So what is the answer I got? 1 by 2. Okay. Next I gave sine 11 pi by 6 I think. That I gave just to like how to use the pi. So sine 11 pi by 6. So this is the more than pi because more than pi and less than 2 pi because if it is a 12 pi by 6 then it is a 2 pi. So here what we will do, we will split into the pi minus pi plus 2 pi minus 2 pi plus. So here 11 pi by 6. It is a more than pi. Everybody know or not? It is a more than pi and less than 2 pi. So this I can split as sine 2 pi minus pi by 6. Just separate the 2 pi or pi from this. You can check that how much acute angle I will get. So I just separate the 2 pi, then how much I got? Pi by 6. So now you can see also 6 LCM. So 6 to the 12, 12 minus 1, 11 pi by 6. All same, most of the like offline, online it is going same. From the next week we will start the regular syllabus because that is required. Differentiation, integration, all are required. From the beginning it is required. Trigonometry may be required after some time, but it is required. Angle is equal to arc upon radius. This formula we directly use in the parallelix method in the unit dimension also. Okay. This over. So 11 pi by 6 I write sine 2 pi minus pi by 6. Okay. Now 2 pi minus, 2 pi means 360. 2 pi minus means fourth quadrant. 2 pi minus means fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant sign is negative. So first we will put the minus sign. Now there is a no role of pi, 2 pi. Okay. Directly we will decide what? Sine pi by 6. So minus sine pi by 6. So that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. Next class I will say like how to split into the 90 plus 90 minus and what will be the change there. So first we have to be comfortable in the 180 minus 180 pi plus pi minus 2 pi minus 2 pi plus. Okay, then we will learn that if we are splitting in the 90 minus 90 plus 270 minus 270 plus, then what will be the change. Up to this everybody got? This much of mathematics maybe had to get started. Okay. And everybody will keep the notes. Okay. And again, when it is required, we will discuss the regular class, we will discuss the formula, and again, but that much of time we will not have. So that's why you have to know the formula and basic concepts. Okay. That time concept I will not say, I will directly use the result. Once I will repeat, but very fast. Okay. That's why we are teaching the basic mathematics here. Okay. Okay, then bye bye. Take your breakfast. How to represent 30° north to east, sir? 30° north. So you know that like coordinate system, how we represent, like on the board we write like a north is up, north is not the up, north is in the front, because in your notebook you write properly, like north is the front, back side is the south, right is the east, and left is the west. Okay, so when they are saying 30° north to east, okay, so from the east you have to go 30°, where? North. So east is your reference, east is your reference. From the your right, you will go 30° towards the north. So that is the meaning of the 30° north. So Sheila, getting or not? So from the east you have to go to the 30° north. So from the east means your right, right means positive x-axis. From the positive x-axis you have to go 30° towards the positive y-axis. Alright, so Sheila, got it or not? Okay, okay, then bye bye.